Yo, welcome back to KAMMA. I'm Khalil Deal,
I'm Andio.
and we are KAMMA about to talk about our final predictions, thoughts, and face-offs for the prelims. UFC Vegas 96, Jared Cannonier versus Caio Barallo. So we have some new additions in the prelims. I'm going to go over the card entirely here, and we've got Kong Wang versus Victoria Leonardo. Then we have Ziggy Mantis Ramaska versus Nathan Fletcher. This was a new addition. Josiana Nunes against Jacqueline Cavalcanti. Vyacheslav Borshev against James Lontop. Jose Medina against Zach Reese. And the main event of the prelims, Dennis Bajuka versus Francis Marshall. And you know, KAMMA, we put out a video about those two already. So let's get into it. We are going to start it off with the first fight.
All right, so first up we have Kong Wang against Victoria Leonardo. So as you can see here, Kong Wang looks like the Joker, and I think she said something to Leonardo along the lines of like, "I'm crazy, I'm gonna kill you," and
You did say
something. Yeah, she said something like that, something very close to that. And I don't think that's really going to happen, at least not too quickly. I think this is probably going to be extended, this fight. I do think Wang is going to come out the winner. She's taller, but she's also a lot thinner, I find. Yeah, so give me Wang by knockout or decision.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
changing.
But before you got going, I hope you have your happy pants on before your predictions, because I heard you were kind of, unsure of certain picks here and there. So let's wait and see what you have lined up as far as the picks go.
All right, we're gonna get into it. Don't worry, my man. So yeah, Wang, like you said, Wang Kong. She came out with the Joker face paint there. I thought that was pretty cool. She's showing a lot of confidence. She mumbled some shit to Victoria Leonardo.
I'm gonna kill you.
Said, hi, baby. I know she said hi, baby, and then she said some other shit like, "Oh, you already, I already won." I don't know what she said, but it, uh,
And she pretended to shoot her.
yeah,
It's a nice stuff.
needed to pretend to fire gunshots at her. Anyways, man, it just shows that she's got a lot of confidence in here in this one. She got Victoria Leonardo to laugh a little bit there. Uh,
Laugh at her.
we can see that Wang is taller than Victoria. She's much taller. She's also much skinnier too. She's more ripped. Victoria's thicker, as you can see here. She's more muscular. I still think that Wang is good for the win here. I think she's going to be quicker, slicker on the ground, quicker on her feet. I think she's going to, as we talked about it in the early predictions, I think she's going to get the takedown, and that's where she's going to shine there with the ground game. So yeah, Kong Wang is the pick. She's going to win this one by decision or maybe a finish.
Really, if Leonardo has a chance, she's going to be the one trying to get it to the ground because there's no way she can keep up with the striking of Wang. But
Yeah,
hey,
yeah, for
maybe
sure.
Wang's better on the ground than her too. We'll just have to see.
Wang has some finishing ability. She's got
Yeah,
submissions, and she's got a couple of knockouts too in her repertoire there. So it's going to be an awesome fight, I
you're
think.
calling Wang in what
I
or
got
how?
Wang by decision or a late finish, but pretty much I'll go with the decision.
Okay,
All right, let's move on up to the next fight here. We got very hard to pronounce this guy's name, uh,
Ziggy
but
Mantis Ramaska.
yeah, Ziggy Mantis Ramaska versus Nathan Fletcher. Now, I actually watched Ziggy Mantis Ramaska. I watched a couple of fight of his, man, and everything I saw about this guy in his fights is he always ends up on his back, always ends up on his back, whether he falls backwards on his back or gets taken down. What he likes to be on his back. He'll let you bring him to the ground basically, and he's always looking for submissions. He's got a good guillotine. I did see that in a couple of his fights, but that's all he has. Like his striking sucks. His striking is horrible. All he really has is some submissions and likes to fight off his back. Fletcher, much better fighter, much better striker, much better ground game. His grappling is good. He has crisper submissions and better wrestling from the fights that I saw him in. So I'm definitely on the side of Nathan Fletcher here. I am taking Nathan Fletcher to win this one. Uh, how he's going to win? Let's take a look. The guy's got 8 wins, and it's going to take a look and see how most of his wins are. Okay, so he's got 1 knockout. Yeah, 6 submissions. That's what I'm saying. This guy is very slick on the ground. 6 submissions and 1 decision. You know what? I'm going to take Nathan Fletcher. I say he wins this one by submission or decision. Who you got in this one, Andio?
I'm going to take my new favorite Baltic fighter and Ziggy Zigzag Ramaska.
Of course.
Look, I like this guy's height. I like this guy's intensity. He's going to be what, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 4 inches taller. His reach is 180 centimeters, which would make it how much longer than Nathan Fletcher?
Let me ask you though, did you watch
Hold
any of his
on.
fights?
Oh yeah, I did. I did. Of
Okay,
course I
he's
watched
only
them
3 inches
all.
taller. He's 5'11", and Nathan's 5'8".
I'll watch them all. And yeah, so his reach is unavailable, but I'm pretty certain it's quite shorter than that. Look, Ramaska gets down there because he's not afraid of getting down there. But what he also has is the intensity that Fletcher does have. I think he has more power than Fletcher, and I think he's more creative than Fletcher. So I don't expect him to lie on his back like in this fight. I expect him to be smart in this fight and use his reach. And I think he's more like he's readier for this fight. I get that impression. So I'm going with Ziggy Zigzag on this one.
We're in disagreement, man. I like Nathan Fletcher, and you could even see that Nathan Fletcher looks bigger than Ramaska.
Ramaskus is more cut. Look at that, and he
Yeah,
even has the start of a pot belly going on Nathan Fletcher.
Ramaska looks awfully skinny and ripped, but very bony too at the same time. But you could see that Nathan Fletcher, the guy's bigger, thicker, more muscular, and I think he's going to take down Ramaska easily. And Ramaska's going to let him take him down. I just think Fletcher's going to have good control time on top, and he's slicker with the subs. So we are in disagreement. I got Nathan Fletcher in this one, and you've got Ramaska. Let's move on up to the next fight of the prelims here. So we got Jacqueline Cavalcanti versus Josiana Nunes.
Yeah, so my pick is
It's my turn. Yeah. Huge height difference for. Oh no, it's your turn. Sorry, my bad.
yeah, so my pick's not changing here. We can't really see Cavalcanti because of the hair, but she's in the shape she was in last time. Nothing special, just a lot taller than Josiane Nunes. Yeah, so again, I count on her. Just the volume, man. The volume is going to be too much. I expect her to use her reach to keep Nunes away. It doesn't really take a masterful game plan to try and be smart with Nunes. So I really expect her to get the win here by decision.
All right. So yeah, huge height difference here between Jacqueline Cavalcanti and Josiana Nunes. Man, Cavalcanti's in good shape. Josiana Nunes is also in good shape. She's thicker and a little bit more muscular, Josiana, and looks more like a man, of course. They're both looking very serious and ready to fight. The thing is, though, if Nunes can't land that knockout punch or land a lot of punches, I can see Jacqueline landing more punches and strikes and keeping a distance. And the thing about the height difference here, and it's very significant too, man. I was thinking about it, and 5'2" to 5'8", we're talking a 6-inch.
She's followed Zara Farron, who was 5'11", though.
That's true. But and then there's the reach advantage too, 70 inches to 67. So the 3-inch reach advantage. I think that Cavalcanti might actually keep her distance and, strike at a distance and get more strikes. So I changed my pick. I am going with Jacqueline Cavalcanti instead of Josiana Nunes now. Changed my pick. At first I had Josiana Nunes in the early predictions. I am on board with Andy O here, and I'm going with Jacqueline Cavalcanti to get the win by decision. I think that she's going to land more strikes, and I think that she's going to keep a distance, and Josiana Nunes is going to have a hard time just getting in close enough to get those powerful strikes to the face. So
Nunes isn't taking her down.
Exactly. We don't have to worry about that. Nunes never really uses any kind of wrestling or grappling at all. So this will stay on the feet, and I think Jacqueline can get the win on points there. So yeah, I've switched my pick, going with Jacqueline Cavalcanti by decision. So there you go, Andio. I'm on board with you.
Nice to see you on the winning side, my man.
Moving on up the card, we got Santa Claus. I like there, Santa Claus. Slava Claus versus James Lontop. My pick is still going to be the same in this one here.
Oh, come on.
Still going with the Slava Claus, aka Santa Claus to you. No, I mean Vyacheslav Borshev is still a step up in competition for James Lontop, man. Borshev has fought the better fighters. I believe he's the better striker. I believe he hits harder. The guy's got to win too. I mean, Dana White Contender Series is going on. They're going to get rid of guys. If he doesn't win this fight, he's gone.
Yeah,
Whereas
how do you? They'll probably give him another chance because who knows? You know?
well, I mean, Lontop, the guy, he just has one loss, and they'll give him another shot if he loses this. But unfortunately for Vlachislav, man, he got that loss against Chase Hooper that looked really ugly, and then he had that draw against Nazim Sadikov. Did get the win over Maheshate, and then two losses before that. So if he loses this one, man, he needs this win badly, man. Vyacheslav Borshev's in good shape. He's ripped. He's more muscular than Lontop. Lontop is taller, slightly a bit thicker. He has a bigger, goofier smile on his face than Vladislav.
No, Santa Claus has a goofy smile too. You just can't see it because of the beard.
Yeah, I mean he has a bit of it, but look at the face of Lontop there with that goofy smile. You can see it clearly there with a gun on his face. What is that? Anyways, I got to go with Slava Claus to get the win. I think he gets a knockout or a decision on Lontop. I think he's just a step up in competition here for him, and I think he's going to land something good on him. So I'm going to go with Vlachislav to get the win by KO or decision.
Yeah, I say Santa Claus is going to get clipped early on, and if Lontop's aggressive enough, he's going to pounce on that opportunity. Whether it's to work him over after jumping on top of him, or just keeping him down, holding him down. I want this kid to work his takedowns in this no matter what, because that's one of the Achilles heels of Santa Claus here. And man, I just have no faith in Santa Claus. I wouldn't put him in a parlay at this price for sure. And I'm glad Lontop is pretty much at 3 times your money. So yeah, basically no faith in Lontop unless he
No faith
gets.
in Lontop.
Sorry, no faith in Santa Claus. Don't believe in Santa Claus, and and I just don't think he's going to get his striking going in time to get the win here. So give me Lontop by knockout or decision.
But like I told you in the early predictions, I'm not mad at that pick. I think that Lontop is a good dog pick. But I'm still going to slightly lean on Slava Claus here to he needs this win more badly, I feel. I think he's going to really do a good job in
You
this.
don't get wins just because you need him badly.
I think he's just going to fight better than he usually does, I think, to save his job. All right, so we are in disagreement with this one here. Let's move on up to the next fight here. We got Zach Reese versus Jose Medina.
All right. So here, yeah. Jose Medina got it handed to him for bringing some intensity to these face-offs. He stood there waiting for Reese to come over with his hands way in the air. Kind of Reese walked up to him, as you can see here, and Medina looks in like he's a big guy, not super built or anything, but he's kind of thick-ish. And Reese is really put together and doesn't look overly skinny for such a tall guy too in the division. He looks like a good athlete. Medina's face here to me just goes, I dare you to hit me as many times as you can, as many times as you can, as fast as you can. And pick is Zach Reese still. I predict Medina's going to be tough as nails though, and it's going to be extended. Meaning Reese is going to get a finish maybe in the late second round and or early third. Look, if Zach Reese gets extended beyond his 1 minute and 10 second of average fight time, right? I don't think he's going to fall apart. He's just going to lay it into this guy for a round more because Medina's so tough, and he's either going to put him away by knockout eventually, or it's just going to go to decision. But it's going to be lopsided. So yeah, Reese by knockout or knockout or sub.
Yeah, you know, Zach Reese is all of his wins are by finish, by the way. He has
Yeah.
decision wins. He's a finisher. So yeah, Jose Medina looks like a jackass in this face-off. He started off by waving Zachary Reese to come over and putting his hands up in the air, making a ridiculous face like he's doing right now. I'm glad you caught this pick. Zach is much better shape. He's taller. He's more muscular. He's more ripped. Jose is a little bit thicker though, but yeah, man, Zach Reese, definitely think this guy is going to get the win here, and I think he wins by KO or submission. Man, the guy is a beast, and like I said, like he's a very good finisher. His finishing rate is 100% of his 7 wins. I believe it was. Let me just check it out real quick here. Yeah, he's got 5 knockouts and 2 submissions. So definitely a good finisher. And I just think Jose Medina doesn't even really belong in the UFC. So my pick is Zach Reese to get the win by finish here. We are in agreement with.
When is the finish gonna come?
That I don't know. I
You
really.
gotta say it.
What do you have? What do you think?
I have late second round, late second round, early third.
You know what? I'll go with a first or second round finish here in this one.
Yeah.
All right, so now we are at the final fight of the prelims. We got Bazooka.
Dennis Buzukia and Francis Marshall. I don't know about you, but it feels like we spent a lot of time on these two bozos like throughout the week.
We talked about it. We have a video about it there. You guys saw that video. Both of us are going for Francis Marshall here in this one. You know, Bazooka and Marshall are in fantastic shape. They're both muscular, both ripped. I still got Marshall to win this one. I like his submission skills. I think he's better on the ground. I think he can hang with the striking too, and I don't think that Bazooka is that great either. And you know, Bazooka has also been put down quickly.
Put down very questionably, in your opinion.
Very questionably in his last fight there when he got finished there. No, sorry, not his last fight. The fight before against Jamal Emmers. Like I said, after seeing that, I just don't trust Bazooka's chin or whatever, his face, whatever, because that straight punch should not have put anybody down like that. The way he put him down. So yeah, I definitely think Marshall's got the tougher guy in this one.
Yeah, before that, you could say that the best thing about Bazooka was probably his toughness, right? But after that knockout, it's in question. So based on that, and based on the fact that Marshall needs a win more, but you know, it's not really about that here. It's that Marshall, I think, is he's better at pressure. I think he's definitely better at the takedowns once he gets him
Better at
down.
submissions for sure. Black belt.
Yeah, although I don't think he's going to sim Bazooka in this fight, I think he's going to get some good ground and pound in and potentially finish him here, or it's going to be a decision. I think Marshall's in better shape too, and I think he looks a little like TJ Dillashaw. Am I
Yeah,
wrong here?
yeah.
Tell us in the comments the reincarnation here of TJ Dillashaw. All right. Yeah, so yeah, that's it.
There you have it, folks. Our final predictions for UFC Vegas 96 for the prelims. Stay tuned for the main card coming up next. Peace out, folks.